It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's gonna be good. Question number 1. What is the worst food to eat on a date?
Oh my goodness. I feel like, I feel like Chipotle, for sure. For sure, Chipotle.
Is there a certain dish there or just the chain?
Just all of it.
Oh my God, that's
everything's just filled with cilantro there. I don't enjoy it. And then also there's, beans and everything. And
yeah.
It doesn't make me feel the sexiest.
No, you do want a washroom close by, I guess, because of the beans and a ventilated room.
Yeah.
Then that person's a keeper. If they can deal with that, I think then they're a keeper.
I think you're right. I think if you eat Chipotle and then go to a movie and sit through the entire movie next to this person in an unventilated room, that's true love.
Marry them.
Yeah, you gotta lock that up.
Yeah. Speaking of, what was the first meal you and Ryan shared?
Oh goodness. Okay, it was on our first date. Oh gosh, I don't even know if that's true.
Let's say this.
You mean as a relationship?
Maybe the first meal you remember having with him.
Okay, I think so. I think the first one I really remember having is our first date, which ended up being a 12-hour first date.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of it's one of those things where you obviously don't know, because first dates are all first dates, and you don't know how it's gonna go. And we met for lunch in Freeport, Long Island, and we went to, I think the Crab Shack or some sort of shack to meet for lunch. Nice. And we're sitting there and I all that was happening was two friends going out, or how I saw it was two friends going out to lunch after I had a big 4th of July party, and people, because it was a pool party / kegger, because we were 22 years old. And yeah, keg stands and all, we were a classy bunch. And a bunch of people left clothing at my house because it was a pool party. So people forgot their shorts, and he was one of those people. And so I was I want to get your shorts back to you. And he was cool, let's go grab lunch. And I was sounds good. So I thought I was just returning shorts. And we sat and we ate, and we just had I don't remember what I ate. But I do remember the check coming, and I'm very New York. So I was just hey, I grabbed the check, and I was just do you have cash? Do you have a card? How do you want to split this? What do you want to do? And he just looks at me. He's no, I got it. And I was sitting there oh shit, this is a date. That was when I was oh shit, this is a date.
What's the first thing you learned how to bake?
Oh man. First thing I learned how to bake. I mean, I feel chocolate, I feel it's not the thing I remember, but I feel chocolate chip cookies as a child was pretty standard. But my dad, rest in peace, miss my dad. He for some people's birthdays at work, he would make a batch of brownies and a batch of cornbread for people who didn't like sweets.
I love that.
It was really cute. So I think I remember helping him bake that once.
Oh my gosh. That's the best memory, and such a kind thought to bring in a treat that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. Points, Dad. This may be a bit controversial. Is a hamburger a sandwich?
I feel what classifies a sandwich is a bun. It's you know what I mean? Because if you get a fried chicken sandwich, it could be on the same bun as a hamburger, and it's still a sandwich. So I think it can be classified as both its own group of classic eatery without like the title of sandwich, but then I think it falls in the sandwich category. I don't think it's exclusively a sandwich though.
I know, because like I'm trying to think of like the diner I used to work at, and we had a sandwich category and then we had a hamburger category.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that was because they were like, we need to put all the, like maybe hamburger is a subset of sandwich, where it's like, we need to put this subset of sandwiches in by itself, because then you know what kind of meat's in it.
Yeah.
But I see what you mean. They are separated, but maybe it's because it's a subgroup.
I feel like we could get into like a long talk about this, but I think
We have 11 minutes. Like